Well, Keith, you brought her to court with you? Don't you have any shame? Are you really that much of an infant that you have to have some hoe come comfort you at court? What is wrong with you? You can't handle grown-up things on your own. I mean, honestly, I'm here by myself because I am an adult and don't need my side piece to hold my hand. This just shows how daughter is not the most important thing to you. All you care about is putting on a good show for your little girlfriend. Maybe if you didn't have her whispering in your ear, you would be able to fix the amazing co-parenting relationship we have had for years. Fine, ignore me. I don't care. You can't ignore me in the courtroom. Court is now in session to determine the custody of the child of Keith and Sheila. We will begin with the mother. Sheila, you are requesting to retain primary custody and have the father's visitation be at your discretion. Is this correct? Yes, Your Honor. I have attempted to maintain a civil and healthy co-parenting relationship with my ex, but I do not trust him due to his history or Dr. Zero Graham's use and abudelery. Now that he is refusing to follow the order, I feel he is using again. How has he not followed the order? Your Honor, he is refusing to submit to the hair follicle testing that is required within our court order. Your order does not specify a hair follicle, only a standard urine Dr. Zero Graham's test. But in court you said he could do a hair follicle as well. No, ma'am. When I gave this order, I never said he must do a hair follicle. I said he may if he chooses to, but a standard urine test is the required test. But you said if I wanted him to do one, I could require one. Mom, it specifically states in your order that if you believe a hair follicle is necessary, you may petition the courts to require one. That does not mean you get to require one. That is an expensive test, and I will not in good faith require one for every visit. Clearly, if he is able to spend hundreds of dollars on an attorney's retainer fee, he could afford one hair follicle test to put my mind at ease. I deserve to know my child is safe. Sir, would you be able to afford to take a hair follicle test today? No, Your Honor, I could not. So you'd rather spend money on a lawyer instead of the one thing I ask of you to see our daughter? Your Honor, to be completely honest, the only reason I'm able to have an attorney is because my girlfriend had agreed to give me a loan for the money. If she's got lawyer money, why didn't she help you pay for the one thing I wanted? Ma'am, please be quit. Sir, would you be able to get a test done within the next 90 days? Yes, Your Honor, that is plenty of time to put money aside for a test. Very well. That is ordered. What are you petitioning the courts for today, sir? Seeing as Sheila now is once again living with her mother and is able to give daughter a stable home, I am asking for 50-50 its parenting time. But all I want is to be able to see my daughter without interference from my ex. Your Honor, may I request that any visitation between my daughter and her father be supervised by myself until we know for sure that he is indeed clean and sober. The father has given clean tests for the past year. I will not require supervised visitation when he has proven himself to be a safe parent for the past year. I am ready to give my decision. In the matter of custody of the child, the mother will retain primary custody. The father will be granted every other weekend, as stated in the original order. I will be adding a police enforcement clause in to prevent any issues. Unless the father produces a positive test, there is no reason to withhold visitation. This clause will allow police to ensure the transition happens if one parent is attempting to withhold the child. Well, my daughter has told me of numerous things that have happened in her father's home that are dangerous and unacceptable. I should be able to keep my daughter safe even if he has a negative test. If there were numerous things that had made the father's home unsafe, this should have been included in your petition in court. My decision stands. The police enforcement clause is included. The father is ordered to obtain a hair follicle test within 90 days. The father is to resume parenting time this weekend so long as his urine test is clean. There will be no interference with the father's parenting time unless court ordered so. The father will have equal decision-making for both healthcare and education. The mother does not get to dictate what happens on the father's parenting time. My decision is final. Court is now dismissed. I have been told that you were sided with unsavory people buying illegal substances. I will be filing another order, and you will be losing custody. I don't know if you're using or selling, but my baby will not be put in harm's way. We were just in court the other day. You know that I am clean, and you know you are required to send daughter with me for my parenting time. Please do not start this already. The safety of my child is worth more than any court order I could ever be given. I will be contacting an attorney over this, and I will do everything I need to do to protect my child from your life of Dr. 0 grams seconds. I will have my attorney contact you shortly regarding my parental rights given to me by the courts, and to explain what exactly a police enforcement clause means. Have a good day. Good evening, Miss Sheila. I hope this email finds you well. I am contacting you in regards to my client's upcoming parenting time. My client will be at the pickup spot at 6 p.m., as dictated in the court order. Please ensure the child is at the pickup spot in a timely manner to ensure the transfer of custody is smooth. Any attempt to disrupt or interfere with my client's parenting time will be notated as a direct violation of the current court order, and a contempt of court action will be filed. Any attempt to withhold the child will result in my client enacting the police enforcement clause. This is harassment. I am blocking your email address and number. Do not contact me again, or I'll file harassment. Hey baby, are you ready to go to Daddy's house for the weekend and have some fun? Mommy didn't talk to you at all. Why didn't she say hi? She looked really mad. It's nothing you need to worry about, okay? You haven't done anything wrong, and it's okay to come to my house when you're supposed to. I think I should stay with Mommy this weekend. I don't think this is a very good idea. Can you bring me back to Mommy now? I can't bring you back to Mommy today, but if you still want to go back tomorrow, we can talk about it. I know it must be confusing since I haven't seen you in a while, but I love you and am excited we get to spend time together. Is Ellie going to be there? If she's there, I don't want to go because I won't be safe. Why wouldn't you be safe? Don't you remember when Allie and you stole me from Mommy? She cried for days until she got me back. Mommy told me that it was all Ollie's idea and that I shouldn't be around her ever again. It's not safe. Honey, we never stole you from Mommy. Mommy asked me to come pick you up when you were staying at the hotel because it wasn't a safe place. Ellie had nothing to do with that, I promise. That's not what Mommy said. She told me lots of things, and Mommy said even though the things are mean to say, I need to know about it so I can be safe. Mommy knows about bad people, and she said Allie is bad. Well, can you tell me what exactly Mommy said so we can talk about it? That might make you feel better so you know what is true. I can't tell you. I promised. Is she going to be there? No, she won't be there this weekend. I wanted it to be just us this weekend so we could spend lots of time together, but we were going to FaceTime her later so she could say hi to you. I don't want to talk to her. Tell her not to call. Honey, I am going to talk to her today. She's very important to me. But you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Well, she said that she didn't want me to ever see my mommy ever again, and that's why I don't want to see her. Who told you she said that? Mommy did. Has Allie ever said something like that to you? No, but Mommy said she was bad and mean. Okay, well, let's think about this. Has Allie ever been mean to you? No, but Mommy said she is. Okay, has she ever said anything mean to you? No. I want to teach you something very important. Sometimes we have to use our own eyes and ears and brains to tell ourselves if someone is a bad or mean person. If your eyes and your ears and your brain hasn't seen someone be bad or mean, maybe we should give them a chance. So Mommy lied? I'm not saying she lied. But sometimes even mommies and daddies can make mistakes. I think if Mommy gave Allie a fair chance, they could get along great. But for now, let's focus on you being friends with Allie again, because she thinks you're great. Are you going to marry her? You didn't marry Mommy. Maybe one day. But for now, I like her very much, and I want you to like her too. I am about to flip out. What's going on? I just paid almost $300 for this hair follicle test that Sheila has been begging for. And I was just called and told that the tech mishandled my test, so the results are invalid. Okay, so you take it again. That's okay. Yes, but I had my attorney inform her that I was taking the test before pickup. Now she's going to be expecting results and is going to say I tested positive. Well, it isn't positive. It's invalid. When can they get you in for another appointment? They said they would call me when they have an opening. Hopefully soon. We will figure it out. But I would let her know what's going on sooner rather than later so it doesn't seem like you're hiding something. So how did your hair follicle go? Are you actually clean? I was actually about to email you about that. The lab mishandled my test, and they labeled it as inconclusive. I'll be going back as soon as possible for a retest, but I am more than happy to provide another urine test to prove I am clean before my visit. This worries me. I am so worried for you, Keith. I wake up every day and pray that you stay clean. But I am trying to have more faith in you, so if you say you are clean, I believe you. Are you sure? I am more than happy to test. You've been clean for a year. I believe you. So come pick up daughter when you're supposed to and don't make me regret trusting you, okay? I'm really hoping this is the start of a more peaceful co-parenting situation for us. Hello, I'm looking for a Mr. Joseph Blank. That's me. How can I help you? I am here at the request of Sheila Blank to enforce the parenting contract you have. She has claimed that you tested positive for Oxy and you must return the child to her immediately. No, officer. My hair follicle was inconclusive. I offered to do a urine test since it was short notice, and she told me not to. I have it all here in texts. This is my weekend with my daughter. Sir, I am simply here to enforce what is written. I'm going to run your information and speak to the mother, and I will be right back. Sir, are you aware that you have a warrant out for your arrest due to unpaid parking tickets from 3 years ago? I have no idea what you are talking about. Officer, please let me take my daughter home. She doesn't need to be here with someone who has a warrant out for their arrest. Sir, please send your daughter out to her mother. Please, officer, I am sober. I can take a test right now and prove it. I just want to spend my parenting time with my child. She was aware of all of this yesterday and allowed me to pick up my daughter without another test. Don't put my child through this again. Sir, please send out your daughter. As for the warrant, I am going to need you to come with me. I can pay the fee right now. I didn't even realize I had this. I was heavily in my addiction when I must have gotten this. And I understand that, but if there is a warrant, there is nothing I can do. You'll have to come in and go before a judge.